Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Lauren Neidigh. The judges made another ruling, this time in the Lively versus Wayfarer docket. This is relating to Jed Wallace's motion for a protective order. If you missed it, we just went over the judge's ruling on the motion to compel Van Zandt. That motion was granted, and it was only denied in parts that have become moot because Van Zandt agreed to turn over those things anyways. So Van Zandt is going to have to produce their communications with Stephanie Jones. Now, this ruling in the Lively docket was actually denied, and I'm going to run through why with you. Really quickly though, because I know some people were wondering about this, I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, but that video that I wanted to put out just showing some positivity to Justin and the Wayfarer side, I put it up on Instagram last night. So if you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the comments below. If you go to my Instagram profile, it's Lethal Lauren 904. You can also see it right here. It's the one with Justin's face on it. And also just a reminder, I am going to be in Phoenix this coming weekend. I'll be on stage with Zach Peter and Andy Signor. I believe Omar is also going to be joining me, but I can't 100% confirm that yet. So come see us if you're nearby, or if you're not, you can still come see us. I've never done a live event, so we'll see how that goes. But on to the ruling here. Jed Wallace and Street Relations moved for a protective order preventing Street Relations from having to disclose any name in its client base beyond those identified as parties in Lively's complaint. For the reasons that follow, the motion is denied. The Wallace defendants argue that the identities of its clients are not relevant to any claim in Lively's complaint, and that sharing their identities would be an undue burden because the services performed by Street Relations are highly sensitive and confidential. The identities of Street Relations clients are relevant because they reasonably could lead to information bearing on issues in this case. Lively seeks to understand whether Street Relations has engaged in campaigns for other clients similar to the campaign alleged in this case. If Street Relations has participated in digital campaigns for other clients to harm the reputations of third parties, it is more likely to have done so here, as Lively alleges. Street Relations represents it will testify about the services it provided for its anonymous clients, but Lively is entitled to test for herself whether the digital footprints of other clients have similarities to the work Street Relations is alleged to have done here, and to do so at a level of granularity that will not be addressed by a 30B6 representative's general testimony about the type of services provided. The fact that Street Relations' client list is sensitive and confidential does not constitute an undue burden that would justify a protective order. Courts commonly require parties to produce confidential documents. The confidentiality of those documents is protected not by denying access to them, but by entering a protective order to cover them. The court has already entered a protective order in this case, preventing the disclosure of confidential material. This is sufficient to account for Street Relations' confidentiality interests here. The motion for a protective order is denied. So basically the judge is saying that the protective order that's already in place is going to be enough to protect their confidentiality interests. All right, guys, that's all I got for now. I got to get back to work. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all soon.